Sonic, you finally found your family.
Try to keep up.
I know it hasn't always been easy, but you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Or your heart.
There's been a high-level security breach. And we need Team Sonic's immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Shadow's story began a lot like yours, Sonic. But where you found family and friends, Shadow found only pain and loss.
All right, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with the giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
He is much more impressive than the Hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful bunch.
We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
No, no! My turn. Can we just talk about this?
Hello, my name is Michael Morley, and I'm here to review Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Or is it Sonic 3 the Hedgehog? Directed by Jeff Fowler, the guy who had directed all of the Sonic movies. This stars Ben Schwartz as Sonic, Jim Carrey, James Marsden, Idris Elba, and Keanu Reeves. This franchise has been a surprise to me. It's been an absolute delight to see that this franchise has been consistently good. Each film has been good. It's one of the better game live-action franchises I have ever seen. It makes me happy because it gives me hope that these game adaptations that become live action are decent, and this is one of them that's decent. And this one, it is just a fun, family-friendly, with really funny little lighthearted gags and comedy. It's such a good blend of everything. If you didn't like the first two, then you're not going to like this one. But if you really enjoyed the first two movies, you are going to really enjoy this one. It has a really cool story about a new alien, voiced by Keanu Reeves, who plays Shadow, who has a very haunting and dark past. And there's a backstory that explains why he's so angry and cranky, just very depressed, and he's got a lot of vengeance in him. He's got a lot of... For a family-friendly movie, he's just very cranky about things that have been done to him. Instead of like Sonic, who came to Earth and found someone that loved him and could adore him, he becomes part of this family with James Marsden and his partner. Shadow never got that. He never got that kind of treatment. He was treated like crap. He was treated like an experiment, like an evil looking ugly alien that was treated like crap. It's like the Apollo opposite, and Sonic looks at Shadow like, that could have been me. I could have been like him. So there is that interesting little analogy there, like, that could have been me. So he's looking at the opposite of himself. Some of the things, if you've known about the game, if you remember when Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are versing each other and they're racing each other, there's literally a moment where they're tapping their feet, just standing there waiting, and that is exactly what is in the game. It's little Easter eggs like that I just loved. One of the things I thought kind of brought this movie down was that the flashback sequences with Shadow were a little bit dragged. I thought at times it dragged on a bit, but I did like it, and it explained what happened to him in the past, which I thought was really gut-wrenching. It did drag on a bit because you just wanted to get to the present time and get to the present story of where they are now and what's happening now, rather than just going back and dragging on in the past. And the best part of the movie, Jim Carrey. He is the delight of the movie. He, as I said, when you get a talented household name like Jim Carrey, he elevates this movie and he elevates this franchise to a T. His character is so funny. When I was in the cinema watching this movie, every laugh was 99.9% Jim Carrey. It was him. And he plays Dr. Robotnik, if you remember, throughout the 3 movies. And in this one, he's not just playing one character, he is playing another character. He is playing Dr. Robotnik's grandfather. So there's 2 characters that Jim Carrey is playing. We don't really see much of Jim Carrey anymore. Jim Carrey is sort of semi-retired. He has done so much, he doesn't really have anything else to prove, but this franchise is the only thing we really get of Jim Carrey. I want to see more of Jim Carrey. If this is what we get, he's great. In a way, this franchise not only brought him back, but it's also reinvigorated his career. This character, Dr. Robotnik, is the closest we'll ever get to a Ace adventurer. And everyone's great. Keanu Reeves is a great addition as Shadow. Idris Elba, funny playing Knuckles, he's hilarious. Ben Schwartz, his voice and his charisma, he's Sonic. He is Sonic. And James Marsden is just likable. It's one of these franchises that can just keep going. There's so much you can expand on this franchise. So much more stuff to explore because the Sonic world is so infinite. There's so much you can do. I really enjoyed it. 7.5 out of 10.
He's too powerful. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you-know-who.
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped me?
Doctor,
We have visitors.
this is sad, Robotnik. Even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition.
Do this!
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it! I need room.
But sir, I don't have the proper materials.
Found some.
When we're done, there won't be anything left.
Hey, no cheat code! What did you do?
What I had to.
Welcome home, my boy.
It's impossible.
Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it?
I am...
Are you? In the saggy flesh.